Opening comment. Good win tonight.
It was a good win.
What's that?
Huh?
What's that?
Oh, nothing. I'm just kind of just trying to figure out. I don't know how many possessions did we have in the second half offensively.
Y'all ran like 69 plays or something.
But it got kind of. I thought we played better offensively. I thought we played more consistent. But we got to finish and get more points. We should have had more points in the first half because we really moved the ball, but we stalled on a couple things, and we went for it one time and then missed a field goal. So those are two possessions right there. Then trying to think through the game. I mean, defense obviously played really good. They gave up the one long pass, and then the second half, it was, I think we had the ball first and had a little bit of a drive, had a penalty. And then they drove down, and on 4th and 1, I mean, this was what separates the game, is the defense stops them on 4th and 1 down on, the 10-yard line, something like that. And so then we drive. Whatever was left, we 90 yards and score. And so now it's 17, and then boom, we get a good kickoff. I think they got a block in the back, so they got the ball on their own 10 maybe. And we get a sack by Zoo and quarterback fumble, and all of a sudden, boom, touchdown. And so now it's 24-7, so you've got separation right there. So that's the complementary football. You know, and we didn't. I'm trying to remember now. Offensively, I don't think we had a turnover until right at the end. You know, which we can't do that. But all of a sudden, that's what helps you separate. And I feel like obviously we're playing well defensively. I think we're more consistent offensively today. I mean, Carter was 23 out of 30. I think is what it says here. That's a pretty good day of taking care of the ball, and you know. But we got to continue to improve. You know, we've got to run the ball better, and we're going to keep running the ball. You know, we got to have a little more production right there, you know. But when your defense scores 2 touchdowns there in the end, man, that's big. And it got a little weird at the end on a few things, but the kids, I felt like this was going to be a very tough game. Wofford may be the best 9-win team in the country. You know, they're good on defense. I mean, really solid. And then offensively, they got a few weapons, and they're doing a pretty good job. So. They're going to win a game or two going in. I just think that. I just think they're good enough to do that. So I thought it was a good win for our program. Keeps us in the hunt. You know, and I'm trying to think of guys. You know, obviously Zoo's play, Lance's play. I told Lance I didn't know if he had 2 or 3 more yards. He was running out of gas. It was a long interception return. He had a little bit of the guys built a wall over there for him and got him down through. Those are huge plays. Huge plays. So it's great to get that win because we told them at the half, look, you win a dogfight. And I thought it would be a dogfight, and then find ways to get it done in the second half. I was really proud of our kids.
That play going back to the 4th down, the 4th down stop at 10, the momentum completely switched.
Completely switched because we drive down the field, and it seemed like Carter made a really nice play to Parker Roble on the sideline. He kind of scrambled over. That was a huge play. And we just kept making a few plays here and there. Dev was out for a little while, got banged up, but he got back out there and made a nice play. Obviously, we hit the little screen pass to Al to punch it in. So, you know, winning's hard. It's hard. And so, in a Southern Conference win, we're going to celebrate. Could we have done some things better? Sure, we could have. But when we had to, we got it done. Okay, and that you'll grow from that. So, obviously, we got a tough opponent next week. You know, they're really playing well. But hey, you just stay in the hunt. You never know. You keep playing. You never know what can happen.
With an offensive mind like you, 2 things stick out to me. 11 different receivers catch passes tonight. I mean, that's got to.
Is that right? Was it 11?
Yeah.
Wow.
From an offensive play calling perspective, that's got to make you feel pretty confident going into next week.
Sure, we wanted to get some more people up, but then Carter took what the defense gave him some too. They're not just going to sit there and let us throw it to Ty over and over again, you know. And because believe me, I want to throw him the ball, and I want to throw Dev the ball, you know. But it helps to get other people involved, and because of the way they're playing coverage on Ty and even Dev sometimes, it helps open other things up. So it's good to spread the ball around. I'm sure we had a bunch of different guys get carries. You know, we had some sacks again. That really, kills some of our, I thought we ran the ball better today, but we took a couple sacks. That hurts that, but we got to be balanced. But complimentary football today. We didn't turn it over, and we caused turnovers, and but there's some moments there. We had some young guys in some situations a couple times today, and they look like young guys a couple times. So we got to keep coaching them up. And but it's good to get a win. Excited about getting ready to play again.
99-yard possession, 91-yard possession. You guys were 6 of 12 on third down today. I mean, offense pretty efficient today.
Yeah, those were some long drives, weren't they? We still can do better, though. But that's good to make our goal on third down. I mean, that's 50%. And third down is a whole lot easier if you're more productive on first and second down. So yeah, we did. That was a little better on third down because it was not good last week.
Mr. 3000.
Did Ty get there?
Yeah.
That's a pretty good career now.
Yeah. He's still got some
He's a
games to
special.
go
He's a
to.
special player, and we still got hopefully more than 3, but 3 more games. He's had a great career for sure. Proud of him. That's really awesome.
Western Carolina next week, back on the road again. It's been a couple of weeks. I mean, what do you have your team focus on this week? I'm sure they're going to have their own focus.
Well, it's going to be a great challenge. They're a team that's playing with a lot of confidence right now. Obviously, I think they lost to Furman today. They're explosive on offense, and they're much improved on defense. So we're going to have to go play good. I mean, that's the bottom line. We got to get a good plan together, and we got to go execute that plan. And on the road, if you can go do that, then you deserve to be in playoff contention. Maybe you deserve to get those opportunities. That's what you got to go do. And so we'll get a good plan together. The kids will be ready to play, and we got to go out there and play good. That's the bottom line. And so I'm excited about that opportunity.
Let's talk about the game today. Obviously, you guys broke out of maybe any kind of funk that you had last week, and you guys were able to sustain long drives today and put some points on the board.
Right. I mean, we saw last week we had a lot of minor mistakes that you could easily fix if you just focus in and be intentional. So that was kind of what we focused on this week. And then, as you've seen today, we had a lot of guys that touched the ball. So when you have an offense with that many guys that can move the rock, that helps you move the ball a lot easier.
Yeah, I think you had like 10 wide receivers catch passes today. I mean, what's that feel when the offense is clicking like that?
I love that. I'm a receiver guy, of course, so anytime I can come to the sideline and look at, no matter who I look at, they've touched the ball, that makes my day. That makes everybody's day, so.
Now, you were emotional when you became the program's all-time leading receiver, and now your fraternity just got shrunk just a little bit. What does it feel like to get 3,000 receiving yards for your career?
Oh, man. I mean, that was great. When they showed the graphic and they announced it, I didn't even know about it, and then kind of, my guys were hyping me up in the huddle, so, I was trying to just lock in and make sure we finished the game, but, of course, you want to celebrate that little moment.
Now, big win. How do you build on this one going into facing a top 20 team next week in Western Carolina?
Right. Just don't get too big on it. We've seen that we can move the ball and make sure we have that confidence, but I'm sure there's some things that we can go fix, so we're going to find those things and we're going to fix them.
So to talk about the game today, another pretty good defensive effort against a Wofford team that obviously had something to prove coming in here.
I just think we had a mindset, that we just got to change it around. I know we lost last week, but one thing was that we just not going to give up, really. So as a defense, we made it known that we just got to create turnovers. One thing that's what we got to do. We got to score. We got to find a way to, carry the team on our back, and I think we did that tonight.
What did it feel, the sidelines last week compared to this week? Obviously, you had a lot more energy tonight.
This is juice. I think for the last couple of weeks, we made it known that, we just got to have as much juice as possible, even on the sideline, because, the defense and the offense, we both feed off of energy. If we can't have energy on the sideline, we can't fuel our team. I feel like that's something we struggled with early in the season, but that's something we're picking up now.
The fourth down stand you guys had, it probably could have been a momentum-changing touchdown had they gotten in, but what kind of juice does that guy give you going back to the sidelines for the rest of the game?
It just makes us want to play harder for our team because we see them hyping us up. It makes us not want to let them down. So we see a fourth and short, even on the goal line, we see that as a challenge. You coming off field, you challenge us, and we're not going to let you get in the end zone. This is what it is.
Now, let's talk about the play. probably dream as a defensive player your whole life to make a play like you made tonight. What does that feel like when big kid? Do you remember coming in and seeing that quarterback wide open for you to knock the ball out of his hands?
Yeah, so, I mean, I just came through free that one. You know, I hit him. I didn't think the ball came out. I seen the ball, but I just know I had to get on it. You know, I feel like that's something that I needed, especially this season. You know, I don't think I've done, you know, as much as I would want to do, you know, but, you know, doing that, I feel like that kind of give me a little more motivation that I can keep going, you know.
Let's talk about how do you build on something like this going into next week facing a top 20 team in Western?
We just do what we always been doing. You know, we stay fundamental, stay, you know, true to our teachings, and we just keep going. Worry about us, that's it.